Nah, Kai, I don't want to hear you trying to back up this guy. Don't ever try to co-sign his shit or whatever. Beat your ass. Okay? Okay. Let's see what you got, StarBlade. You better fight. I'm not gonna stand around. I'm not waiting. You hit your character select, I hit mine.
Kai, you got destroyed by that. I'm making it real. Like, I would never let anyone do that, me like that on any video game.
Shut up, Tweety. Tweety's an honest man, but sometimes he doesn't know when, you know, when to read the room or how to read it.
Yeah, I can't read though.
Yeah.
Like Floyd Mayweather.
And he hates rooms. His house has no walls. It's like a hut.
Bro, that reminds me. Joe Rogan had this dysfunctional strength guy on this podcast.
Yeah.
And like basically like he does exercises that make him stronger for like actual activities you do, not just like bench press or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, I can do a lot with the wall. With the wall, I could do a lot of different workouts. And the top comment is, I got 8 walls in my house. He would be a beast if he lived here.
Jeez.
He would be a monster if he lived in my house.
I wonder how he do ceilings too. Jesus, new levels.
But YouTube comments are the best.
Sometimes. What do you see? Is it too crazy to read?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
No.
What does it say?
I already told you the 8 walls.
Oh, I thought you saw something different.
Nah.
Okay, TJ. Haters gonna hate.
What?
think it's gonna be my last set for tonight, guys. So if anyone wants to play tomorrow or something, it'd be a good time. But I am getting tired. I need to relax for the rest of the night. Gaming is exhausting. TJ usually does well against this character. Dane thinks it's even, and I don't blame him. Oh, Wheels, I mean, thinks it's even. Or well, maybe he doesn't think it's even. Maybe he thinks Gargos does okay. I don't know. Dayton, it's only Gargos I know who could take me down. I'll still beat his little ass though. But he's probably the only Gargos who could put fear in my heart.
What's crazy about Wheels is he's not even paralyzed. He just can't move.
It's true. You got a shirt
That's what
that
his
says
shirt says. That's
Yeah.
This shit had me dying, bro.
TJ can get in on Gargos? Yeah, he can. Yeah, but the thing about KI 6-4's StarBlade is that KI 6-4s are basically 5-5s because it's about you can easily outplay a bad matchup with the tools you're given mechanically, like the game mechanics. There's no excuse that a 6-4 is like a losing matchup in the sense that you just can't do anything to stop the opponent ever. I even do well against 7-3s like Hisako or Spinal and Omen. Some of his worst matchups. So what's a 6-4 to TJ? Or any character.
I'm glad he quit working that burger place, bro. I hate in superhero shows when like the superhero's like, I'm just gonna be humble and live a shitty life, and I'm more secure. Like if I was like Spider-Man, I'd be like, look, motherfuckers, I'm Spider-Man. I'm not flipping burgers. You guys better pay me to save motherfuckers.
Well, Spider-Man is different because he doesn't got like an organization like hiring him like Invincible does. Invincible's got an org hiring him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't need that job.
Spider-Man could get sponsors though. Like,
probably.
He could have like a Monster Energy costume.
But he's humble.
See, I feel like he's unrealistically humble.
I think he's down to earth humble, like not unrealistic. Because there are moments where he does kind of get like games and stuff right made for him and shit. And he like gets hype about it, and he like. But I don't think he gets paid for those. Maybe, I don't know. Cause how do you pay Spider-Man? Like you'd have to figure out like his address and stuff. You know what I mean? I guess I don't know.
I'm sure like he could get sponsors easy, bro. Like if he made everyone think he drinks Monster, like everyone would buy Monster, bro.
Yeah, no, I get that.
You know what I mean?
You're right about that, but I'm asking you, how would he get a bank account made and paid?
He could just like have like a super secret like link with whoever sponsors him.
What if they're like untrustworthy? You think the guy who owns Monster is trustworthy?
Maybe.
What if he's like a piece of shit?
I don't know. Just a risk you got to take.
No, it isn't, bro. Your identity. The secret one at that. I don't know. I agree he can make some money if he did certain things, but not like do a. I don't know. What do I know? Yeah, exactly. CQL. Maybe you could get like local sponsors, right? Like, I only eat at Pizzati's Pizza, and they give him like just cash under the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that, StarBlade. Making better decisions, using his resources properly, screen placement, Oki. Reacting to my jump-ins.
Yeah, he could just do sponsors for cash. Like, he could stop halfway through saving people and be like, let me tell you guys about Raid Shadow Legends. Let me tell you about Squarespace.
I built my own website, and I'm busy fighting crime. It was so easy, I had time to do it. You know what I'm saying? I had time to do a website between criminals. That's true. That's true. That's actually funny, because Raid Shadow Legends will sponsor anybody, bro.
They will.
Maybe even me. Just imagining like a house is on fire or apartment complex.
Let me stop this to tell you guys about ExpressVPN.
These guys, great. You guys feel safe in the city? Well, I feel safe on the internet. I know I'll be okay. I just know it. I just know it. And I'll never stop using it. I'll never stop using ExpressVPN. I think you're focused on the wrong thing, StarBlade. You're the kind of guy who's worried about how he looks during a sentence of learning or adjusting. That's gonna keep you at the level you're at. I don't make the rules, okay? If I wanted to like seriously beat your ass to where, if I wanted to seriously like 10-0 you right now and get this over with, I just like wouldn't talk to Tweety, wouldn't read the chat, wouldn't play the music. I just like mute my mic and beat your ass. You know what I mean? Right now you're focused on how well you're doing, which is weird. Like, no offense, this is no offense, I swear to God, but you're never gonna beat me in a set ever. And because it's not to say you won't get better, you probably will get better, but I'm not stopping this game anytime soon. I'm gonna play this game for the rest of my life, okay? So by the time while you're growing, I'm gonna be growing as well. And like, you're focusing on beating me or looking good on the stream instead of trying to get better at the matchup. You know what I mean? Like, you should be focusing on adjusting and learning what's hitting you. Like, you could probably beat me one day if you just get your mind out of the wrong mindset. Yeah, but you say that, but you're literally saying like stuff like, oh man, what am I doing wrong? Or like, oh, I did better that time, you know, like if I just turned it up a little bit, you would be doing the same, you'd be doing just as bad as every time if I wanted you to be. And I'm not saying that as a diss, I don't know how to put it, like, I'm not saying that as a diss. It's not a diss. I mean, how do I put it? I don't know, man. Whatever. All I'm saying is just figure out what's hitting you, what's working against you, and stop it from happening. It won't happen right away, but if you just keep practicing and keep working at it, you'll figure it out. You know? That's what, okay, what are you doing up so late? It's too late for you to be up.
Star, here's what you gotta understand. You're never gonna be Devil, ever.
He definitely isn't gonna beat me if he keeps thinking the same, playing with the same mentality in a set against me. Like, you gotta, like, kind of like, I don't know. Like, here's like a story. When I was like learning how to play this game, like back in 2015, early 2015, I was learning with bass and all my friends, like Nikki and bass and stuff. And by that time, bass was already like established as a godlike player, and Nikki was getting up there, rising to the ranks. And while I was playing and learning the game, I had my moments, but I lost like 90% of the games we fought. And each time I lost like that, I always felt bad. Like, I always felt like I was so trash. Or like, I had an argument, you know, like there was this one time when Ken was giving me, or Bass was giving me good advice, and instead of like just taking his advice, I had something to say about it every time. Like, I always had an argument, and I always thought to myself, like, he'd be like, hey, you can't do that, that's not gonna work. And I'm like, well, I do it because of this and that. And he goes, well, it's not gonna work. And I go, well, it works sometimes. That's my mentality. I'm a scrub. You know, what do I know, right? And he's actually giving me solid advice to stop being a bum, you know? Instead of listening to him, I'd argue and try to counter his like lessons because I've had too much pride, you know what I mean? So like, one day he just said, you know what? I'm not gonna give you any more advice. I'm just gonna keep beating your ass and you'll never beat me. And I'm like, what? I was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you any more advice. I'm tired of trying to put this in your head that you need to stop this or do that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Can I tell a story?
No, I'm not saying this about you. I'm just saying this is like, I'm just giving an example of mindset, StarBlade, when you're learning a game. This isn't what you're doing. This is just an example of a similar situation where I was stuck in a mindset that I thought was right or didn't see the issues with when people were pointing out things that were wrong, and I wasn't willing to see that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm not saying this is what you were doing. You're not angry. You're not arguing with me. You never argued with me ever.
Extrapolating is a good word. I need to use that more. You know a good situation where you can use that word? Yeah,
right then.
No, or yeah, that too. But when people are like, I don't want to see Black Adam in the next game because he's always broke. It's like, that's extrapolating, bro. Like, he could easily be low tier. Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, every game is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's extrapolating. But I want to tell a story too. Can I tell it?
Yes.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped and upside down.
You see? Listen to this, guys. It's wise. No, but point is, once I figured out what my problems were and how I should see how a set was and like how I should take things in differently, I ended up becoming like a better player like so quick. I got so good. I got good so quickly that I was like making top 8 my first year of competing, which is like not unheard of per se, but it never really happened. It doesn't happen that quickly. You know what I mean? Usually. And it was all because I shut the fuck up and listened. Now, for you, you don't need to listen. You already listened. But you need to focus on... You need to focus on what's going on in the match, situations you're being put in, and you're constantly getting hit by the same things in constant situations, like the setups I do, or whatever. Like right there, you did a sweep 3 times in a row and shit. Like that worked one time, it's not gonna work again. You know what I mean? It's just not. And even if it did work more than once, you're not getting anything out of it. You're getting like 6% and a knockdown that you're not doing anything with. Your instinct clock is draining. You got a knockdown, but I'm still like full screen. There's no pressure on me at all because you're slow. You know what I mean? There's nothing happening. I'm fine. You know what I mean? So like, it's not a good situation. But you'll do it. You'll still do it. You gotta stop doing the same things that are causing you to lose, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's hard to change those habits though, because they're so like ingrained in your fighting style, I guess. You know. But once you drop those bad habits and learn how to be more versatile, and here's the thing: I'm not saying never do those things, like the sweep, for example. I'm not saying never do it. But you kind of go into like autopilot. You kind of just do it because it's just what you know. You know what I'm saying? You got to force yourself to break that mold and be like a Jedi. You know what I mean? Like free. You can do whatever you want, motherfucker. It's okay to go little YOLO. I do. I love going YOLO. Your actions should have purpose, pretty much.
Killer freaking instinct.
Dun, 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 dun. Miss Sweetie played Cat me. Sweetie and I played this game coming out. I forgot what it's called. Scavenger. It looks sick. But he'll never play that with me. Are you whispering something?
Yeah.
What are you saying, motherfucker?
I said I came up to the house about 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cat, "Yo, home, smell there. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. Sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air."
Alright. Well guys, GG's StarBlade. I'm gonna call it here. It's really late. I wanna relax for a bit. But GG's and thanks for playing with me, man. If you ever want to come back and play again, like, and just make it more like about training and stuff like that, we'll get it in next time. And GG's to you also, Kai Legend. It was just all those memes were obviously jokes. I know you didn't get offended, but I'll see you later, buddy. And everyone hanging out tonight, thank you again. Yeah, okay. There you go. Well, now that we're both on the same page, StarBlade, what I want to see from you in the future is not just saying it's about training, making it an effort to be about training in a sense that you intentionally see your habits, intentionally see what's hitting you. Notice how many times I jumped in without getting anti-aired, you know? Try to find the situations that you could have done more this and that on, you know what I mean? You gotta put the intent. And now that we're on the same page, we can make that happen. Yep. Yeah. But that's normal though. That happens to a lot of people, you know. I autopilot 2 sets all the time. But that's because I'm at that point. I'm at that point where me and a lot of my friends are at that point where we kind of can, you know what I mean? We've seen it almost, not, we haven't seen everything, but we've seen a lot, you know what I mean? Can't say we've seen it all, but that's just for lack of better words, I guess. You know what I mean? But you'll get there. You'll get there, dude. Just gotta get the mentality. And you got it. Now you just gotta put the work in. Yeah, I've been fighting the Gargos matchup with Dayton for years, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what I mean. The work in. That's it. Exactly. That being said, I want to wish you guys a good night. And thanks for the gifted subs earlier, Makoto. I know you're probably asleep right now, but I appreciate the gifted subs, buddy. It helps a lot. I'll see you guys next time.